It's improv stories based on idea. Man breaks kettle, let the story commence. Craig bought a kettle, got it up the road, went to fill it up in the sink, dropped the bastard thing in the sink. He actually had dishes in the sink with the water filled up. He dropped the kettle right in, picked it up, gave it a wee bit of a rinse, and then put water in it and went to put it on. It didn't work. He thought, is it because it's wet? Can it be that? Because it's like water. I know the water's meant to be the inside, but you'll get steam and I don't know. He left it to dry for a wee bit. Still didn't work. He thought, like, leave it overnight. Fuck it. No tea, no coffee for me. Next day, tried it again. Still didn't work. Put it back in a box. Took it back to the shop because didn't get it online. And he said, I bought this the other day. It doesn't work. Okay. Has anything happened? Have you dropped it at all? No. Right, okay. You didn't drop it? Right, alright. No, it was like that. So it's not worked at all? No. Didn't work. Okay. Alright, and just going to take it around the back, just have a wee look at it, just see if it's, something's fault of it, just see what it is, and then get your replacement. Alright, and thanks. What's he doing there? Going to take it in the back, just have a wee look at it. All right. I'd prefer a replacement or money back, refund. Well, hopefully I can have a wee look at this and just see if it. Well, I don't want anything that needs to get fixed. That's a second hand. Well, it's no second hand if you bought it. All right. Anyway, I'll let you go, mate. And the guy went away, and he came back, and the guy went, sorry, did you say, did you drop this in water at all? I did put water in it, aye. But it was what? Did you drop it in water? Is it any? Did you get it wet? No, I mean if it is wet, it'll probably just be water for the kettle with the steam or something. But how would it have steam if it wasn't on? Ah, right enough. Why is it you're asking this? And the guy said, noticing here that you've tried to put it. It looks like there's been a water. When you put that on top, the water has actually caused that to short circuit there, and it's fried. I see. Well, that's the. He thought, fuck it, go for it. That's the way it was when I got it. You've not dropped this in any water or splashed anything? No. And the guy looked at him like that. And Craig looked back like that. And the guy went like that. If you did drop it in water, it's alright. To be honest with you, you should be able to drop this in a fucking swimming pool and it will still work. Do you know what I mean? It's a kettle. Do you know what I mean, mate? And Craig went like that. I know what you mean. And the guy said, because I think that, if that did happen, then you should still get a replacement. They shouldn't make kettles that don't work if they get wet. It's just ridiculous. It's like an umbrella that doesn't work if it gets wet. Do you know what I mean, mate? Craig went, I don't, the guy went, I don't say it, so it's fine. So I'm just saying, I can replace this for you. I just need to know the truth, mate. I can replace it, I just need to know the truth. I just need to know the truth. But if you don't, I have to then pass it on to somebody else and they'll get a right thorough check. Do you know what I mean? You know where I stand with this, mate. You know where I stand. And Craig went, are you asking me something? The guy said, just tell us, mate. Did you drop it in like your sink or anything? Just tell us, because I think it's daft. Honestly, I've done it before myself. What's your name, by the way? Craig. I'm John. I've done it myself before. I dropped a fucking kettle right in a paddling pool. It didn't work anymore. And they didn't take it back. And I thought to myself, see, if I ever work in one of these shops, I'm going to make sure I fucking refund anybody who wants refunded, or I'm going to replace it. I don't give a fuck what the rules are, do you know what I mean? Because this isn't right. It isn't right. Why? How did you drop a kettle when the water in the paddle pool was dead cold, and I wanted to warm it up? But it was my nephew. I was running my brother's house, and there was a paddling pool and all that, and it was dead cold, and they weren't going in. And I says, "Why don't we put some hot water in?" And we tried hot water for the tap. It wasn't hot enough, and so I tried a bit of that. Don't worry, the rain was safely away, safe miles away. There's no boiling water. We checked it out. It was fine, but I dropped it in, and it fucking broke it. It wasn't just the drop it did it. It doesn't really matter, mate. What I'm trying to tell you is that I thought to myself, see if this is the water. They didn't take it back because of the water damage. They said. And I thought, if I'm ever in this position that I'm in right now, in this situation I'm in with you right now, where another guy, all right, I did, it dropped in the six, right? No fucking refund. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The end. Got tricked. You got tricked. Tricked. Here's the sad thing. That was an improv story. It's funny that was the idea there. It just reminded me of something that actually did happen. Everything I said there was absolutely true and actually happened. How do I know? Remember the guy, there was the nephew, the paddling pool. That was me. Craig is my uncle. And he told me the whole... sorry. John was my uncle, sorry. John was my uncle, got my names mixed up here. John. And he told us that story when I grew up. I felt really, really bad about it. He was like this, honestly. My uncle, I'd visit him, really, really fucking heavily drinking. I was like, what's up with him? And I met him, and he just, honestly, he would just sit and he's just like this. I've just got such tremendous regret. I've just got such tremendous regret. Really, really felt really distraught, racked with guilt at what he did to this Craig guy. He just like that. He just sit there, the grandfather clock. Just sit there like that. I have such regrets. Such regrets. Haunted. Haunted. Johnny, thanks for giving me 5 subs. Specky Ecky, thanks for sub. Will you buy everyone a drink at the clubhouse if you get a hole in one? I'll fucking chuck a fucking grenade in the clubhouse if I get a hole in one. And I'll put a fucking hole in the arm.